Hello, everyone. I'm the Soloist, and welcome back to another episode of Alan Wake. It, nonsense. I've just been experiencing a lot of nonsense right now. I'm trying out a different capture card. I'm still working on trying my best to understand it, but for some reason, the way the capture card works is I can put my face on it, but my audio from my mouth will be desynced from my face, which I think is stupid. And they have no way for you to adjust that in their program, so I'm still using OBS, but that does mean the game should maybe sometimes look nicer when it comes through, but I don't know yet. It's a whole lot of dumb. Anyways, time to Alan Wake it up. I feel like Alan Wake is a bad example of maybe the games will look nicer, and in all honesty, it probably won't. It'll probably artifact just as hard.
Where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Oh, sorry. Didn't realize it put me back to before I
was close now. I tried to hold on to Alice, but her phone number...
Yeah. That's weird.
I had to get there fast.
I wouldn't have started recording if I had noticed that.
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
Oops. Yeah, skip.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the
Can't believe
law.
I had to do all that again.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Oh, the truth? Like the real truth?
Shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lied.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I don't believe that for a second.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Are you feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Okay.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Interesting. I just wanted to look around, you know?
Now,
Where's the pet
Alan,
gorilla?
from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Yeah, go ahead. Try and explain this, Dr. Hartman. I want to see you try. What is that? That is an item someone's going to get skewered on, and you can't tell me otherwise. God, the artifacting is
Never
awful.
get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling
When
you
I
is
move
good
too
news.
fast is when it artifacts
right now, we're
the
in
worst.
control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the world
His
you've
words echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug
do
my
it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You
focused.
need to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike.
It's
Ooh-yah.
trash, of course, but it does involve some
Get 'em to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Interesting.
Well, I guess I better...
Come, Alan, this way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you the specialized help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and/or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged by their creative processes. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for your engagement therapy and its sister method, the flow. Work best when you are actively engaged. Oh, sorry, I read that as one run-on sentence. I apologize. Engagement therapy and its sister method, the flow, work best when you are actively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
Why does the game
That's the
itself keep
sanest
going
thing
out
I've
of
heard in a
focus in
while.
that scene?
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Oh.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
I didn't know
My
Zane
head was
had an
clearing up,
assistant.
or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Oh, there's a TV in this room. And another page of my manuscript. There's a lot of locked doors.
Bad dream, and you can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams
Okay, I really had hope. I was like, yeah, this door will open. That door did not open.
Mullets are funny, but it wasn't supposed to be about mullets, and now it's about...
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give him writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think. There's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Okay. Mr. Wake, you are cuckoo banana puffs. That's the official term for it. I still don't know what those coffee thermoses are for.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
I guess that's just something for me to know about for later.
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
The Xbox 360 with a copy of Night Springs is the funniest thing I've seen in this whole game. This whole nightmare of a game. God, that's so funny. This must be the video game designer dude that's downstairs. But God, that's funny. Okay, this is the painter guy. Who is pretty solid view, I won't lie. This is Desol? Oh, I can't enter Desol's room. Alright, fine. I'll go into mine. It's not like there's much else I can do.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Hartman
Okay.
kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. "Hey, Hartman, where's Al?" Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Interesting.
It's my store. I'm taking it. We're on a comeback tour, baby.
Sinclair
snap.
looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
The backstage is all yours, Tom. Seize
I had to get to
your
Hartman's
destiny.
office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Come out and face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper. Maybe you would come out and meet our wicker adult diapered ass.
I just want to see if there's anywhere else I can go. You never know.
Yeah, you better hide, Birch.
No, they're just forever taunting him. It's kind of funny. Examine?
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Is that what you got from that wake? That Hartman was playing you all along? That's not what I got from that.
Hartman wasn't happy. Maude could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Huh?
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake, what would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
respond to that one.
Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds! Seriously!
Barry?
Why is he behind an Alan Wake poster?
About time! Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much.
Sorry to cut off Barry. I think it's interesting
These
that
were
they let
all
me
the
do
pages
that.
I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Really left that man to the darkness. You were a little too happy about that.
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Whoa, whoa. Okay.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
You know what this calls for? A divine intervention. No, no joke, actually. I'm just speaking nonsense. Just all casually being destroyed. Very nice. I knew we'd end up in this room. I knew from the get-go.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Interesting. A producer. Is that just another episode of Night Springs? Is that just an ad? I think this is a real ad. Yeah, I don't know what was happening there. Oh. Oh, snap. Owie, that hurt, but the door's open now. Can't go out that door. Never mind. Excuse me? Oh no, I gotta get it to come back in here. Hey, Ball. Did you want me? Alan Wakey. Ooh, look at me. I'm Alan Wake. I tried to dodge. It didn't work.
Ow! I'm here!
Hold on, Barry. Just gotta make sure none of my manuscripts are anywhere.
Hey, come on! We gotta get going!
Looks like there are two things here? What? Oh, that's his flashlight. I see.
Ow! I'm over here!
Barry, I know you're there. I just need you to give me a moment. I picked up lithium batteries. I don't have a flashlight. I was like, can I read this? Suspended, Lauren Miller, 1989. Okay. Alright.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al! Oh, God! Look at the house, Al!
Okay.
The house looks bad! Let's get out of here!
Yeah, Barry, I'd also like to get out of here. Do you think I'm staying here of my own choice? Barry just likes to hear himself talk. Now, hold on. Before I go into the nightmare that is about to be the hedge mage. The hedge mage? Hedge maze? God, like corn. Is that a gun? That is a shovel. I really thought it was a gun.
Al, hurry up! I can hear those evil guys moving around!
You can hear the what? Okay.
Al, be careful!
Thanks, Barry. Little late, but thanks. What? Don't trust Emil. Who's Emil? As in Zan's dude?
Ah! Ah!
Who's the Emil of this situation?
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-side stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field.
Excuse me.
When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
I'd like to know whatever Wake was just describing. That sounds cool. What? Oh! I didn't really want to use that, but I did. And now here we are. Oh no. Ah, I tried to dodge and he didn't. Okay, no flares left. That's fine. Not unexpected.
On the channel, we turn it off. We don't want any fighting. It makes me.
There is someone who's clearly been taken by the Taken. I do not know where he is.
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day.
Is that Hartman? Oh no, it's...
You'll sleep like a baby.
Oh, come on.
Like things to be yours. That way we don't have any trouble.
Gonna have to use a battery. I was like, those crows are about to get me killed. Die. Because me chanting die is going to kill them 100%. Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't know what was gonna happen from there. I was like, I'm gonna die.
We don't want any fighting. It makes me.
I'd used up all my flares. Also, why does a battery only fill my thing to half? That's stupid. There we go. Okay. My lord. Where are they? Where are the birds? Come to attack me. Come on, I got something for you, birds. Okay. You know, maybe they've curbed their nonsense for now. No, okay. I spoke too soon was all. thought there was someone on the other side of that rock for a second. Nice. What's in this page? Oh, I missed a page.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Okay, somewhere along the way back here, I've missed a page. Like, between fighting the one dude and getting to where I just got, I've somehow missed a page. I have no idea where it could be. Man, I'm not gonna go hunting for that. I literally have no idea where it could even possibly be. All I know is I need to catch up with Barry. I think that's interesting. You know, they did a build-in where it almost seems like you're about to experience a fake out, where they're like, oh, this was all in your mind, Wake. But then the reality of it is that it was still the same thing that, you know, that Wake had been believing was going on. And I think that that's an interesting choice, gameplay-wise, to make. Gosh. Yeah, no, they got me good. I don't know what I was gonna do there. Do I have to re-pick up the manuscript page? No? Okay. I'm stuck. Oh, it's shot in the face. Okay. I am holding his side. Has he always done that? Maybe I haven't been paying enough attention, like, when he's gravely injured. Okay, another flare. Sounds like they're gonna sick the crows on me again. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess I didn't miss one. It just was out of order, which I guess makes more sense.
Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Wait, are they gonna kill Barry? Okay, now I know I stated Emil made Tom do it. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're learning some new things here. So far, everything has made it sound like What's-Her-Face made Tom do it. Which, by the way, what did Tom do? I am going to very quickly, because this space is here, walk this, see if there's anything out here, or if it is just a ledge. Just some more of that good old world design they oh so love. Okay. Get shot! Get shot! Well, that was terrifying. I only pooped my pants a little. I didn't poop my pants. That is a joke. That's me being comical about the situation. But I was scared. I hate when they do that. When they run up behind me from just nowhere. I am not Courage the Cowardly Dog, okay? Oh, would that have still just sent me that way? Okay. My tummy. It's not vibing. It's also a very weird water section here. Very nice looking water though, can't lie. They're giving me a lot of things. They're giving me a lot of things. What's this about? Okay, Barry is that way. 2 seconds, Barry.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Okay, so Tom was also a patient of Hartman's at some point, and Hartman used him to do something. Don't know what, just something.
Ow! You're alive!
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
Barry!
I'll find it! Don't worry about it!
Oh, lots of them. Lots of nasties. Okay.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it!
Hey, man. Barry. Oh. Ow. Okay.
please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Surprised I didn't get to face off with Mr. Hartman, but maybe that's just me. Maybe that was me just wanting to murder that old man. I promise I don't want to murder an old man.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out! Al! God damn it, Al, talk to me!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Ah! Al! There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a take-it! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area! You can catch up! Don't worry about it! I'm on the case!
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Yeah, now I'm a little invested. I don't want Barry to meet his maker. How far are we? Oh. A lot farther than I thought. Well, hello, tree. Oh, come on. I don't have a flashlight or a flare. Ow. Oh, ow. Nice.
When he stopped the
What?
car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Okay. Interesting terminology. snap. Okay, apparently those barrels are only alive for a couple seconds. Oh, what in the... Ah! Yeah, what am I supposed to do against that? Oh, lordy. They are walloping me. Woo.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Okay, there's not a light down. Oh, there are stairs. I was like, there's no light here. Like, I don't know what you want me to do, game.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Okay. I like how they said it. He'd have to settle for an
I
arrest.
hoped there'd still be a working
yeah.
generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
Sometimes the fact that they like left portions of the world just open for you to walk through is really cool. Like, it's a cool concept. And then other times it makes me lose my marbles because there's just open space with no purpose. Oh my god.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Trust no one in the dark. Thanks for telling me info I already knew. I have no batteries. That's not good.
Yes, it's a good for your heart.
What is this? I don't have the time for this. No, get off of that. Wait. I feel like somewhere along the way I missed a gun. Really, man? You don't have the energy to run right now? Ow. I do not know what I'm... whatever. Just run. Woo. My ankles. Okay, that's where I'm actually going to go ahead and end this video off for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this episode of Alan Wake. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like and comment down below. Tell me the games you're open to see on the channel, and if you feel so inclined, check out everything else that I do with the link down in the description. I've been the Soloist. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out whatever YouTube's tossing up on the screen over there, and I'll see all of you tomorrow.